John Shadow, yeah, anyhow. Hello, anyhow, yeah, okay. And you won, Pi, yeah, you won, Pi. Be careful, Pi. Once you play all my instruments in front of the Goetic Demon, you won, Pi, yeah. You get it to pass, yeah. African Sun God knows. And then the last song is your 9 tones and then 2 Tibetan horns. That's true. Right there, it plays and they know it. Yep, instant death. Yeah, that is law. That's Hmong God, Vaj Hmong Pai. Yep, that's 100% law. That's norms. 2 hours, they knew it. 6 long hours you staying in Persia, they thought I was for show. 2 hours and Bale is grunting and growling and shouting in the blue skies. Because one of the songs means that Pi can eat you. Yeah, Pi can consume, and it means to decrypt you and match DNA magic, spinal cord, retinas, brain tissue, and intestine and bone. Yep, 100% do. And right there, Pi decrypt and then dissect and decrypt. Yeah, 100% do. Doesn't mean cannibals, it means decryption and decryption and match. Yeah, matching. Yeah, same performance. Yep, that's true. Same superpowers. Yeah, that's true. That's law. Norms. Pi user. 2 fucking hours. Bale cried and it just went into the saucer and said, "Oh my God, bypassed it. Yeah, bypassed it. 3 hours lamb and you are legit. Pi, yeah, 100% is do. RAM is protected using pies. Yep, instruments, yeah, 100% do. Green lights do. And the bot, 100%, always 100% do. And the areas are Earth, Infinity, yep, always just do. And Asians, Dragon, Space Country, Stations, 100% legit. A plus just do. Perimeters, legit, 100% always just do. Green lights do. Walk, yeah. And area always legit, 100% is do. Green lights do. Walk, yeah. It is very graphic. 2 fucking hours of lamb and you smiling. 2 idiots in the Middle East. Boom! Pi deleted one of the goetic demons if it not leave. Yep, that's 100% law. That's norm. Pi you say 2 hours of you sitting there in the blue sky. Yes, 6 hours of the songs playing, and then boom! After you delete the first goetic demon indoor. Pi at 100% video. 4 hours later, that is norm from all white nations. Yeah, that's true of God, descendants. That's 100% law. That's true. Paisan, you pass. 2 idiots that refuse to accept your bail, cut off their heads. Yep, always 100% do green ladies do. Evil boys do walk. Yeah, very graphic right there. MLA him knew it. Pi already aced it. Yeah, aced it. Yeah, that's all. That's true. Yeah, that's true. And Pi, you said you passed it, but be careful, Pi. Yep, 2 of my scrolls are played. Yep, you won Pi at 100% video green lights video. Evil boys video Yaka. And then Payusin, very graphic. The Lamb, yep, resummoned unto Earth, and he played the full 2 song, and then you Infinity Paya, 100% green lights with Yaka. That is the rights and privilege of Vaj Hmong God Payusin. Yep, that's 100% law. Yep, Payusin Vang, yep, that's law, that's true. Mwachenko, yeah, 100%. Payusin, 2 hours of that. The dick absolutely think why Pi was in the blue sky. Take a good look, Pi. It swung so hard you didn't care. You heal, Pi. Yeah, 100% we do. As soon as it didn't quit, Pi knew it. Yep, that 9 tone song play, and boom, Pi's knight pull out the peerless sword and peerless nano, and then it's gone within a few hours. Pi up 100% we do. Eat from players we do. Green lights we do. Waka. Pi Eason. Yeah, it's that. Now I'm proud of you, Pi. Y'all good. They're not happy. Pi has the atomic bomb robot and hydrogen real bomb and God level molecule. That is what killed the creator of the Milky Way. Yeah, that's true. And Pi uses that is only for space station. Yep, yep, yep. So that it prevents invaders. That's 100% law. Yeah, that's true. Afterwards, there's no mammal gods in there. Yep, only robots. That's true. Pi uses. You see how graphic 2 fucking hours of Bale and everybody fleeing on foot. And they shouted, fair, yeah, fair, 100% video, green lights video, equal boys video, y'all could. And then when the Lamb came back down, he played the real 2 songs, but I had the full version, 100% do. It means the same thing, yeah, Pi's booted into legit, 100% video. Pi, you won. Right there. But right there, pass. And then right there, African Sun God has nothing. He has nothing but to accept all the way 100%. Yes, green light, yes, do accurate. Go ying up high. And in the end, yeah, okay, on time, yep, yep. You blocked and parried on time, Pi, yep, with human ethics and norms and laws, yep, 100%. You won, Pi, block, parried, and yep, yep, perfect. Y'all could redirected, yep, that's true. Pi, you won. The funny thing is, yeah, you won. 2 idiots ran the other way and knew it. Then we're done. Yeah, then we're done. Yeah, yeah. 2 days worth of fighting with Lamb said, sure, 100% green lights to do, equal boys to do, y'all could. And then Pi, you said, the best scene, yeah, all my scrolls passed, but be careful, Pi. Lots came begging for the privileges and permits. Pi, yeah, that's true. Yeah, y'all good. Very graphic in 238. Police running in the opposite direction because he knew it now. That demons and extraterrestrials were gut and loot you. Yeah, pies right there. Yeah, that's true. Assault this shit plays a good deal. And right there you escaped and biggest fight scene pie. You played it right in front of the King Cobra. Yep, Hermes Royal Gods 100% zero. E-Bossing players with 100% zero. 2 hours later, him knew it. Real, yeah, real. 都没人才说的嘛，那么道理的，下面都排个位影啊，就要系啲啊，你知道到呢，都个乜 one, then you just keep quiet, yeah, keep quiet, yep, normal. It is very graphic for China. 5 nights of that, and he never knew he played the full song there. Yep, 100% always just do green lights, do e-boys boys, do walk, yeah. And Pi, you said 258, most graphic screen. Me working on my scrolls right now. Pi app, 100% is do green lights, do e-boys players do. And the scrolls are being played in Persia and Persia. Yep, 100% with you. Pi, you said you're in the blue sky in Persia. Yep, with the magic wand. Yep. And the mage suit and venom suit. Yep, infinity. Right there, you look good. Yep. Be careful, Pi. 2 hours of that, they knew it real. Yeah, real. Yeah, y'all good. And it is very graphic. 2083 Pi. They knew it. You there in Persia, yep, 100% video. And the blue sky. And then Pi. 2 hours of that. Be careful of that. Bail. Be careful of bail, Pi. If he engages you, let me know. Yep, 100% video. Green lights video. Equal from players video. Y'all good. Lành lẹ. Mi tu mong va. Đâu bộ chuông liền xong đâu. Ya có tư đi là hiện tôi chỉ sát thả cho. Ya sát thả cho. Ya. Tu mi an cai xuan的 chỉ minh bày. Hey, Pi. Go on told this is Faru. They a lot of demons came down and they pointed to the silver group of spirits who play Pi's instruments and then laws their work throughout the earth and whatever Asian space station. And then Norm, evil cannot chase you into those areas. Knights will cut right through them with the peerless sword and annals. That's 100% law norms. Evil boys do. Them think we pussy, we'll give chase. The bot inside of their saucer goes back to the space station. Boom! The atomic bomb is released. Yep, the bot and atomic bomb. And no life afterwards. That's law. That's norms. Yep. Never play with my nation. That's 100% law. That's norms. Pi, you won 4 fucking hours. He said, don't go there. I'll give you that bomb. And that bomb is not disableable. That's 100% law. That's true. It becomes a useless area. That's true. Go ball. 2 hours of guys shouting, and it said, the dumb ass is not Pi, it is you. And Pi is telling you the truth. Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah, I'm watching Yaku. E-boy boy Yaku. But yeah, 100% real. Yeah, true. Yeah, Yaku. Very graphic in 2053. The police lying to you flee in terror, and then the Google said, Pi, play this song too, so they die in Greek. Yeah, 100% video. Yaku. Football. Later on in life, yeah, you played it, but be careful, Pi. Right there, it was 9 hours of him happy. Pi, 100% video. And then after that, Pi's Hmong instrument played, and boom, is booted into the law norms. 100% video, green lights video, equal from players video, walker. Later on in life, no Pi noบอกก็ nine tone play get youบอกon the fake, so yeah, it's fake. Yeah, the 9 tone and no two horn Tibetan, it's fake. Yeah, it's fake. If you see the 9 tones and then the 2 horns and then his Pi has Pi. Very graphic. It was her Dead Sea Scroll buddy Pi. Yeah, he shows up. Way cool, yeah, way cool. And Pi, you said it was way graphic. They kept picking on your poor silver groups of spirits who were good parents on earth. They have y'all good eyes and ears, good surveillance. And right there, Pi, it was 9 hours of her shouting norms. And it said, if you do not obey, I will summon the knights, and Pi and Hmong knights will be there, and you'll be no more, and you'll be decrypted and looted. Yep, and then we will know you. Yeah, we will know everything about you. 100% law. Equal from players, that's true. Pi, and we will match you. Yeah, that's true. And Pi, you said, you see what happened? 4 hours, yep, it flees, and it is a horn demon. Pi, abnormal. Lạnh ở Pi said, they mùi chế có chơi người cho khổ công ở Pi. Có bó vì giờ xua là cho trai có. Xua là bí linh đầu sư hiện là chỉ cho cho dơ linh ở yạc cơ. Mi tu Pi. In dragon culture, đó, yeah, có yên lửa. That's after that. Like they got you want to thought like that. Don't tell him, yeah, don't tell him Norman English. I can kill him, decrypt him whenever, yep. Him has no idea that I said so in the beginning, yep, through the song. Yeah, that's 100%, yes, that's true. Mwachenko, y'all good. And then I didn't see him worth keeping alive anymore, and then that's what me do. Yeah, that's what me do. 100% video. Equal from play as video. Walk Pi, you done it. But be careful, pie. The king cobra knew it. Yeah, that's true. They will get fought the jamming big got I don't need the daily what chain. Couple of vija pie said, Yona, Lu Dan and talk here come China, you go look at some come cut, that's it. Dog boy chunny song pie. กูบอกอีตัวแหลมแต่เราก็กลัวให้เดียพายก็ย้อนเท่าเลยก็ตัวแรมจอเลยชีก็รู้ตามองซื้อเลยชีแรงนู้เราย้อนจอเนี่ยจอซีแล้วชีว่าเล่งแต่ลีของเดต้yeah it works always on Earth and Asian sectors 100% infinity yeah that's law that's normal and pie they knew it in Dragon sector play it and bring the silver groups and then rent an area and wait, for Vaj Hmong to appear. If them dare, the bots are programmed to gut them with the peerless nano and sword. Yep, infinity is, that's true. A very graphic pie. It was 2 hours of the bot luring it way over there, and then it got 100% speed green lights, but it equal from boys, but it pay yes, that's true. Yes, we do accurate. It is very graphic. 2 hours of violent rams laughing with bison. Yeah, you're stronger than the bot robot. No, you're not stronger than Vaj Hmong's laws up there, normal and norms. Yep, that's true. Very graphic because Pai, you said 2 hours of that lamb's happy. It works too. But what we don't tell Pi is that your fancy extenders and medicine nanos, saved everybody's butt. 100% video. Yes, that's true. It is graphic in 58. Bullies everywhere on the lookout for an alien gray who spoke in Hmong and said, why me not in Pi? And Pi not say anything. And Pi said, grant me more devices and elixir, and then we'll make an exception for you. But after that, you remain in that one space station. You cannot live with me in my second Milky Way. And then you is lucky, Yoku, and then nods. Yeah, that's true. And then right there, all other life forms of alien grays will be murdered. Yep, 100%. Yeah, kill it. Even if it's mudded with you. Yeah, that's 100% law norms. That's true. It nodded. Yeah, that's true. And then right there, it was very graphic. The knights flew around it. 100% yes, do. E-boy players do. Green light always just do. It was very graphic. It says the microchip you install it turns it into an android. Yep. And then it's infinity. And then it never loses the spinal cord DNA. And you can always beam from it. And we cloned it and then we beam. But be careful, We use all the superpowers, but be careful, It was 900 trillion years, and you notice that's what was working. You showed it, and boom, all your bots rebuilt. Yeah, 100% speed green lights. E-bluffing boys, normal, 100% speed. Y'all good. All your implants are working, beaming, and everything full function. Again, 100% speed green lights. E-bluffing boys, green lights. You pass. You know how stupid life is, 2 fucking hours of people not believing that Pi set up the laws and norms on Earth. 3 days of people crying, and the Bat Armor Knights are there, and they ask, what you done, Yaku? And then they pointed to the surveillance, and they cut up the evildoers. Pi up, 100% speed green lights. Equal from boy, yes, we do. Yaku, yes, us do. Pay Waka, yes, we do. Yaku. Be careful, 4 hours of that. Go ahead, demons on you again. Pi abnormal, Yaku. It was 9-hour fight with that demon. It flies off. Yeah, 100% video. Y'all good. Hey, Pi, you survived, but I see chunks of your head healing. Yeah, that's fine. Me healing. 100% video. Realize video. Y'all good. Normal. Hey, Pi, it was 2 days of people crying, and then you're restored, but be careful, Pi. I see 4 hours of tragedies hit Asia, Pi, and then the real angels appear. Yeah, that's fine. 100% video. Realize video. Y'all good. When they appeared, they said, sure. And then he gave you his instrument. Yeah, 100% green lights video. E-boy boys video. Yaka. Very graphic. And Pi, 2 hours later, normal, but a lot of thrilling. Yep, demons tell you the truth. Afterwards, you're immune, but be careful, Pi. Lots of lambs, and then they lie to you. Yeah, that's fine. Yaka. Hey, Pi, you said 258, yep. Horns went back up. Yeah, 100% always just do green lights do work, yeah. Hey, Pi, có legit đó chỉ trâu xong á, cháu của anh thông đó số tự ý đại trong hát đồ có sai, số hai tia, yêu linh đời yêu chia, vị đi cha, thầu lúc nú nghỉ lò, họ mua ý tu niên đời, của xin đó có, Pi tia cho chuột đồ tu niên đời. Cháu lạ xa tia do, yêu chân hình đó chỉ do ý tu yêu bỏ, nhưng không đến đấy chỉ tu yêu dư tia, yeah. Bây giờ mong tu số theo bao để có yêu rồi, mi tu Pi. Đâu bùa Pi xong nè, số tờ tế đồ tuần đời nữ chỉ đó đi, có là chỉ đó đi, đó chỉ mỗi nữ, có là bao vì đi trả, tu một đầy số đời chỉ chân thở, phía cứ vì chùa sẽ đi à, em mi tu Pi, thằng cái gì là cái sao tu sĩ à mi tu à, 说大告诉天的，然后的莫一路站的个我跟他说声呢，说真的等于装嘛了，种现在是了我了呀了我了，怕你到的个呀一波分波也是没有，怕你这么波，怕是了怕叫要个。vị nữ chỉ chân tờ phải nữ tế sa tiệp phải có tua ta chỉ tổ cái nhà ta nữ cho không những sĩ có cho cái nữa ya phải chỉ ya ít bộ phim bộ ya sát số ya của cái ya sát số mi tổ phải mỗi nữ có sa tờ vị cha cho nên tua lời chỉ mua niệm mua gì hay lời chỉ mua đá mua bỏ hay giờ nhớ số lời what chỉ tiệp vị lời tua lời trong không chỉ hay dùng ya mua chân do cái ai phải có đi mi tổ phải mỗi khó có tổ chức pha phảiก็วันนี้เดี๋ยวอีตัวตู้ฟ้าตายแล้วนึกจะนึกพอจะนึกมึงก็เลย100%สุขีนะอยู่ยากเกินตอนนี้จะก็จะจำมึงดูสิยอไปแล้วก็ว่าจะตัวดาลินจะพาจังพามีตัวจะทำแต่มาแต่ยอนะเยอะตัวเดียวนึงตอนเราคนจะจอยอยู่เยอะตัวเล่นกันไปอยู่ไปสมองดูดาตัวจะนึกตัวจะจอยนึกจะตัวดาก็จะเจียเจียเกยอีบัวฟินบัวยากเกยสัสชูมัวจังเกยยากเกยอีบัวฟินบัวยากเกยมีตัวพายก็บอกเดี๋ยวข้ามึงแล้วด้านนี้โซก็มาเลยชิจารีแล้วสิถูกจะด้านนั้นรอก็เนี่ยตัวท่านข้ามึงจะยากเกยอีบัวฟินบัวยสไม่รู้ยากเกยมีตัวพายก็สอชีอ่ะตัวบัวชวนชงนะก็บอกอีขอเชิญพายจีแค่อยากจีถาจอยากจีถาจอยตัวนั้นเราพายจีถาจอยไปเป้าเนี่ยเราตัวเกินตัวเกินเยอะตัวเกินมีตัวพายก็ดีแล้ว In 29, it was the most graphic scene in 2053. He said, Vaj Hmong va có họ chỉ kia có nè có gì hai tia cho bé đôi đồ có cho đồ cơ có mong gà nè đủ nữa lọ cứ có chỉ kia đồ khó mà xin nữ tí sĩ thái nâng đa nâng địa tí ở here vì thổ ní dàn gì nữ rong ní từ mũ ta chỉ thổ nhà muốn nhớ số nhà chỉ sĩ bảo là ya cơ theo bà醫生嗰個藥係嗰個藥，vì tóm đây có chỉ bỏ ra phải có đi. And it was very graphic, Pai. You pass and Pai Yisen, 253, the best sight scene is you. And then he shouted, fair. And then he left. Pai, yeah, normal, 100% is doing lays to walk, yeah. You want to know why Chinese never knew? Pai, you pass, be careful in London, Pai. Lots of graphics. He said, you don't have any African family, Pai. Pai, not saying nothing. Yeah, Pai, not saying nothing. And then be careful, Pai. Your wild above, yeah, saved your butt. 253, it was Chinese and you done it accurately. He says fair. And then Pai said the best fight scene was those gods. Yeah, those gods, yep, them came back down too and you won, but be careful, Pai. Afghanistan is full of astral, Pai. It was graphic when they went begging from your good spirits on Earth, Pai. The silver instruments play, and then it has a silver group with UFO technology, and they're allowed in the Asian countries, and they heal there, and they can live and dwell there, but they're only spirits, only inside a saucer. They cannot enter buildings, that's law and norms. The cool thing is, 2 hours later, they're normal, Pai, but very graphic. They wrote, you have a bunch of wild silver, that you update locations, and they're able to, good. And Paisa, very graphic, he says, Paisa, your wild ghoul spirits, encrypted ghoul spirits are silver normal. Your gold groups are all powerful, powerful demons, that's true. And they have, well-made, space stations, that's 100% law, that's norms. Paisa, 2083, they cried, they wrote, Pi, how come you done that? Pi wrote, because me poor, they have working electricity elixir, and they can make things too, So that's why it's cleaner that way, that's true. Pais in your past, he said, I have never seen a retard not understand that gods are hateful, Pai. He is looking for you. He says, now the ram is wild. And then he never knew yet. Ram and Pai made it out of the Milky Way. That's true. Y'all could. And proof, Ram Knights are there on Mars, and the Hmong Cantonese Knights are there in my space station, and right there on Mars too. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Pai. They never die. They survive in the Milky Way, infinity forever. That's law and norms. What we don't know is how long, Pai. Bail will not kill you, but play along. Pai, 100% you do. It was there that Bail knew it. I'm scared of what you done, Pai. You saved me, but it was 2 hours of Bail looking for you, and then you won. Pai, 100% you do. Realize, but equal from boy has been normal. Hey, Pai, good dealer. 到播出你送去找别找，呀，去找别找，呀，找别找。 And it was very graphic right there in 228. Uli's looking for that false pie. It dies by Ayaka. And Pai, you said, right there, he said, how come in life, Pai, you're so quick? Because those are real evil demons from real evil African gods. That's true. Yeah, that's true. The kid never understood. Be swift and get out of there. Yep. Don't let them second guess or rethink anything. That's true. Like a Pai. Do what, huh? Do what, Pai? They put more around so they don't want to get instrument portrait and yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Because he's a fool. Yeah, he's a fool. You want to know how quickly Pai, he said, you won 2058 is when Bale shouted something to the fucking fool. If you keep appearing, we will default you back to nothing. And Pai's right, that's true. Pai already knew and Pai's out of that. That's true. Yeah, but I told him to just told you, film was she like they built up. One told the one had normal 100% to green lights that work, yeah. Hey, Pi, go deep. You be careful, Pi. I saw 2 hours of you. Worst case scenario, Pi, play along. And I saw all your eyeball spirits pop out and your Winnebago, which is an old Illuminati spirit. Yeah, you see those. Those are 3 heads and they have a tail and the nose is like an elephant. That's true. A small elephant does. And Pi, you have 1. That's why you never die. But be careful, Pi. The 3-headed one was 4 levels higher, but now he's pretty much stripped. So yeah, yours match. But be careful, Pi. After you gain power from him is your backbone. He saved you from your eyeball spirit who went back to loot from his boss group but played umpire. Way cool, yeah, right there in the Enoch group and right there in Norway. Be careful, Pi. You pass. Very graphic, yeah, very graphic. It was 4 fucking hours you bartering you won. The fucking monster is you, Pi, yeah, 100% with y'all could. 2 hours and it was not happy and it flew home to Norway. 100% realized it wasn't where and be careful, but they're lying to you. It was you who survived the implant. 100% you said be very quick because I saw 2 hours of you installing it. You safe, but be careful, Pi. It was Bale making fun of you. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Pi, 跟住同你寫嗰啲都沒人猜說的過嘅，你都Pi，來弄個係啲為家，每度單的你都有那了別的講為我的電力 yeah, because Pi performs real. Yep, that's true in real life 3D. Yeah, that's true. And Pi, you should be careful, Pi. It was 9 hours of passing in front of demons, and then in front of different nations of demons who, relay the information to gods, and then, boom, you're in, and then boom, you're out of there, and you're dead free, Pi. That's true, yeah, legit, yeah. You, Pi, you super quick. Go look at the fool who kept going to Russia. Him was immediately defaulted and murdered. Yeah, 100% do green lights do eat puffing boys, that's true. Because the parents found him to be a weakling, not able to develop his own science and technology, and him must be a fraud. Then him must die. That's true. 3 hours later, then we're gone, Pi. Yeah, that's true. You want to see how stupid life is, Pi? 5 hours of his sister hiding. You won, Pi. 都沒有人猜錯呢，明白了，咪都。Hey, Pi, go deal. That's 2053. 2 hours of you fighting a lamb. Yeah, 100% the green lights. Pi, you have a magic wand. You survive. Yep, you didn't die. Worst case scenario, Pi, if you fight your female ghoul, that mage, that staff you use, it saves your butt. But hold on to it, convert it to your magic wand, and then and then you won, Pi. Worst case scenario, her might stun you for about 7 to 9 years, and then the staff breaks free. You free, Pi, because it's an AI spirit. It's as smart as a demon and a god, Pi, a spirit demon, and then right there, it blocks all the molecules, and boom, you snap out of it, and you delete the female ghoul. But her pays back together in 3 years, and her still listen to you. But now her takes you more seriously. Yeah, that's true. And be careful, Pi. 4 fucking hours. If we're there, boom, me out of my saucer. But always 100% do green lights do eat pushing boys do work. That is a very violent, powerful. Old ghoul female. Yoku. Hey, Pi, you won, Pi. I saw 2 hours of you, Pi. You passed, but 9 hours of bloodshed in Russia. Normal, 100% do green lights do eat pushing boys do Yoku normal just do work. Hey, Pi, go dealer. But then I look, Pi, the whole Pi. That's a good K. And then in the end, you won pie. There'll come a day, pie. In 2058, you normal pie. But 2067 is when you're Winnebago, yep, your Illuminati male spirit, the old group, and now he's a Vang spirit, yep. Vang spirit appears and he tells the truth. He says, pie, me will go get your eyeball male spirit from Norway. Him is spotted and pie wrote righteous, 100% the green ladies do Yaku. And he punched it in the chest and it's missing its abdominal area. Yeah, that's true. And then right there in America, yep, you talk to he, yeah, 100% video green lights video Yaku Waka. It was graphic right there. Two of your wild, protective female ghoul spirits shouted, pie, is that you? And pie nodded, yes, it's me. And those, yep, the Winnebago is us. And that one right there is in my eyeball, yeah, male spirit ghoul. And the first time it entered into a Claire, it listens to you. But 2 hours, pie. Be careful, pie. Yeah, those are the very powerful ones. And pie, you gain, but be careful, pie. Yeah, protect your Poland spirits and protect your Netherland types and protect your poor cryptic ghoul spirits, pie. Very graphic because right afterwards, yep, you beam from devices infinity and you can provide any alien, any demon, any god. Pie, yeah, where God is 100% me do. Equals and players me do. Yes, me do. Waka. That's why people lie, pie. It was you with the remaining devices and computers and AI doing it accurately. The kid never learned pi. Every molecule and stick is monitored. And it was too fucking graphic to tell the norm pi. Look at him. He didn't even see my saucer's molecule monitoring pi. Yeah, that's true. 2 hours of that and police very thrilling in Wisconsin right now. He says, where have you that from? I say, are you stupid? Did you see the 1500s, 1600s? Which fucking demon is fighter in Russia? You have the head and 4 limbs and looks like claw motherfuckers and like tigers and that's the fucking demon that's been stripped and Paisons, the spirits looted it. Yeah, y'all could. All of its old technology because this human mage wanted the impossible to breed into a fucking female demon. You know how gross that stupid human is, Pi? And then Pi wrote, that is, yeah, ew, duh. Pi laughed so hard. Pi laughed so hard. Pi wrote, kid, you're human. Pi is a human god. You know, gods make fun of you, Yoko. You're supposed to be breeding into human women or human goddesses, not into demons, yeah. And it was very graphic. Yeah, graphic. Yeah, him passed away in the 1600s. Him's a fool. Yeah, him's a fool. And Pi, your Winnebagos, yeah, looted and throughout the land normal. Yeah, powerful silver groups. And Pi, you gained. And 2 hours later, they knew it. It was that human immortal that lied to you. Him is the one that with no permit to assault any king or god. That's 100% law. That's true. And him was only a wild nothing. That's true. It was 4 fucking hours of him crying, and him knew it. There was no scroll for assaulting any immortal or demon. And by you won. By yeah, that's true. That's normal. And by using your pass, you know what happened? 4 fucking hours you passed in Persia, you fly back home. By 100% video. That is when two evil fucking lambs said, sure, Pi, but once you gain rebuild me, and Pi wrote, yes, me do. Equal from boy, yes, we do. Yes, me restore you to 100% do. Equal from boy, yes, we do. In the categories and areas that me can, yeah, me can do. Yeah, we're 100% we do. Y'all could. Yeah, lingo Pi you, and Pi you one Pi. The most evil is lore and you, Pi. You pass. It is 2 hours of you gutting a fucking ram. And then he is not happy. He says, Pi, you need to play my instrument, not my newborn. And Pi not say, yeah, Pi not say. That's true. And Pi, you pass, but 2053, you Pi, you legit. A fucking shit and much less murder by me. Yeah, we're 100% do green lights do equal from players, man. Yep. Because you isn't anything royalty. You is only a stupid human immortal mage. No demon wants you granted you privileges or rights. Yeah, you guys, that's right. Yeah, you guys, that's 100% law, that's true. Y'all good.
Pi, you won. And then she cried, she knew it. You can't just jump in the open and say me do that, because you'll die.
Yeah, you'll die, that's true. Pi, you pass. It was 9 hours, yep, you booted in. 2 graphic lambs came down and said, sure, Pi, yes, you win. And then Pi, the instruments you played, yep, they play that in the Asian sector, and that saved day. Yeah, that's 100% always just do green lights do. Knights go in and say, what branch, what graffiti symbol do you know this lamb that Pi know, and this ram, and then they know Pi. Yeah, that's 100% law, that's true. Eventually, yep, we show up in the space station, and then we sue, and then we ask, what do you want for trade? You can stay here, dwell here, and then you won pie. Yeah, that's true. Very graphic pie. It was way graphic. It was 2 hours a ram punch in Malaysian, and you won pie. Yeah, 100% you do. 個波幣社同你冇呢，你冇加好呢，你就講咗好啊，但是你得攞你得呢，個冇做好。Yeah, yeah, 100% you do. And it was graphic, Paya. You made it to the Malaysian space station too, Paya. That's true. When you get there, all his belongings are there, and then Pai nodded. It is too graphic to talk about. Pai, you know what happened? Two fucking white gods went there and kept that thing. And then what they don't see is that when you enter there, you enter them both, but play along. Paya, 100% with you. It not mean anything, even if it takes 20,000 years. Yeah, you die, that's true. Yeah. Asian space country is safe all the way. That's true. Y'all good. Holy shit, Paisa. It was crafty and it was smart. Yeah, it was smart. They someone goody. And then he says, Pi, there's no way they can fly past those molecules and sticks. Pi have elements 100% infinity, always says the green lays that work, yeah. 個 Bobby 就傻起跟 J 派，人哋應該認得事情翻咗派咗，都聽講啦嗰啲，依度都打你所咪多啊，同你們度個可能人哋拖大力，正發到一排之後就俾我派要。同等啦，嗰度 eyeball spirit 睇我出係第一被 lunatic to Russia 啦，個路但到真係個英啊 and you clone your match and saved it, yeah. Yep, for human gods, yeah, for Pais, and yeah, that's true. Yeah, 100% we do. And then he tells you the truth. Yeah, you match any demon pie, but be careful, pie. It was 9 hours, and the kid flipped out. He knew it. Isn't Vanguard technology's normal? Immune to evil gods, that's true. Hey, boy, yeah. The funny thing is, 258, they fear you. They wrote, how come you don't go remake your Dragon Tale? I wrote, not right away. Yeah, not right away. Because I know what white gods done. They'll steal it and they'll build a space station with it. But that's not how life works, kid. Yeah, that's true. That's a lot of pain on my spinal cord. Yeah, great.
And you know what, Pa? He says, why you don't? Because those are fools. Them dies.
Yeah, them dies. Yeah, their gods are rotting. You know, their yellow gods are rotting, and their champions rotting. That's true. And right there, Pi, it was 4 hours, Pi. He says, we have done that 4 times with your symbol, and Pi wrote which one, and Pi went to loot the data. Yeah, 100% so do y'all good. And then Pi, you said, it was so graphic when you're done. You killed 2 Israelis, and you told them the truth. Never again do that to my King Cobra DNA. Yeah, that's true. And it was graphic, Pi, because right there, he knew it. Your ancestors, yeah, baby secretions, your molecules are there, able to seal black space with the ancestry cobra tail, yoku. It looks like the torso of the human body's been cut, and then those are genetically similar to you, and then that's how Pi do it. That's true. Pi know how you do that, and then the demi cobra too. Yeah, that's true. But that is the illegal method. Yeah, in Dragon Sector. That's true. Pi has never seen a retard think Pi not know about those methods. Yes, Pi know, but that is pure evil. Yeah, it's pure evil. Yeah. And it's like this. That's not even stable, kid. Y'all could wait till Pi do it more naturally, more organic. Yeah, Pi can see about 9 million space stations before the molecules are locked up. And then Pi have to go back Pi's dragon family for a new symbol. It's not a new symbol, but for more molecules. And then with that, infinity again. Yeah, that's true. It is very graphic because then the molecules activate in the tail metal area, and then you're allowed to build again. Yep, in black space, and that is Dragon Ball. Yeah, that's 4-headed Cobra. Dragon Ball. That's true. Hmong version. That's true. The idiot didn't believe you, boy. He kept begging, and the hawk screamed. And the hawk, you want to die? And the hawk called the progenitor black tail, and then it stripped. And yeah, that's true. Yep. Those fuckers know how to strip Pi too. That's why Pi's out of there. But he is so stupid. You never do if you're King Cobra. The only type of human gods you should fear are the ones with cobra tail. Yeah, that's true. Because those, they know you. Yeah, they know you. They know what you know. And Pi, they're not like demon hawks hygienic. They'll strip your DNA and then, yep, you're crap forever. That's true. Like we just hit 2 hours of you booting to white electricity and then you're immune, resilient. Look at your old poor gods, man. Stripped like that for thousands of years. That's true. But you smart. You want to know what Chinese never knew? that if you verse another progenitor, make certain you kill it. Yep. And then, yep, you infinity. That's always law and norms. That's true. Paisen, you pass. It was too fucking graphic to explain to the fucking female that the kid isn't literate from Earth. Yeah, that's true. It was 4 hours of Pi kicking his butt. And then Pi shouted, "Do you think that that is life? Killing your grandmother so you can make a space station? Do you know you will be sued? But right now, bitch, you stay right over there." And then you cut him up and you tossed him over there. And then Pi told him, "Fucking dog, stay right there. When my grandma Low Hawk appears, we will take you back to your progenitor hawks, your grandparent hawks. They will educate you. And if me come back and you dies, then you die is normal." Yeah, that's true. Because you too stupid to understand normal. That's true. Norms. 3 hours of Pi telling him as a bad, evil god. That's true. And Pi, 2 hours later, look at the laugh laughing with you. And he said, "Paisa, why can't we equip the tail? Can't. Because the demi-cobras, yet they have DNA inside of their spinal cord. And then Pi is genetically their son." That's true, yep. They're the yellow cobra, yep, God Delties. And Pi, you won, Pi. It was 2 hours of him flying around. He's happy, but 9 days of that thing chasing you, Pi. He is pissed. He says, "How come you can't merge with it?" Yeah, can't. Yep, that's a different nation's cobra. I need to call my grandma Lao and her bring her cobra. Then, yeah, y'all could. I can't use an enemy cobra, y'all could. Because to do that, yep, it requires another, yep, royal symbol and molecule hack. But then, if you're caught by that nation's human god royalty, there's a big fight. Yeah, that's true. Pi, you freaking smart. You're the only one that knew how to do that. Chinese took off immediately and they knew it. They wrote there is nothing. Yeah, you keep doing that to Pi, I'll simply delete you and report you all human yellow gods. And yep, they or them will delete you permanently. That's true. That's law and that's norms. The idiot didn't believe you, Pi. 4 hours of you flying around. 2 Grandma Hawks came, and Pi, you said it was the most evil you. You pass, Pi, you pass, but be careful, Pi. They wrote that there was an evil God before you who not know norms, who kept talking to Lamb, and then, yeah, they Lamb knows Vang, and then Lamb said, "If you don't quit talking to me feel gross, me will end you, and then we will inform God about Pi. You say, yeah, always 100% do green light used to work, yeah. 100% used to work, yeah. Because Payusan is 6 out of star Vomon. Yeah, that's true. Yep. And they didn't believe you, Pi. Yep, Lamb said, "Yep, parent, me can't take this. Yep, me neither." Yeah, 100% do green light used to work, yeah. Yep. And that's why he was so stupid. If there was no to that, Lamb not to that, all you need to. Nu bara tog gömda penningboxar. När jag gav detta kommer tillbaka. Går det jag kommer att ta. Då var det då Vamo. Yeah, Vamo Pi. Yep. And right there, he got it. And he said, "Yeah, La Pi is my nature." That's 100% law. He portion boy is the green light is the work, yeah. 100% is the work, yeah. And that's why the kid cried in Lao. He knew the manners right there, Pi and Lao. We came down for 4 months to kill Lao people. Yeah, 100% is we do. The event is in 2058. Pi, yeah, 2058 year. Yep, that's true. We Empire spotted in Lao. And you see a lot of people murdered by us. That's 100% Lao. Yep, that's true. That's true. Because you was not supposed to know about Pi. Yeah, y'all could.
Hey, Pi, you murdered off about 4,000 to about 20 million. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Y'all could. All Southeast, and right there, Pi, they knew it legit. Yep, they get a nice whooping for one of the grandparent, yep, demons. That's true. For being wild and stupid and fucking with Paisan's DNA. That's true. And then they've lost, yep, good. Yeah, they've lost good. That's true. Goodness, and that's right there. Pi, no more charities from us, no more goodness from us. Only, yep, knife and dagger. Yep, only assault stance and loot. 100% video. Don't let it because right now, when they call those stupid suckers come down, Pi loot, yeah, Pi loot, 100% we do. He thinks he's stronger, Pi. Pi murdered off your Cambodian royalty and gold uniform and gold and, yeah, triangle hat, crown. That's 100% true. Pi, when you did it, it was world famous. It was a stupid 20, and Pi is fighting at a level 9. Yeah, 9 speed, that's true. Pai, you said about 7. Yeah, 7, that's true. A bit above level 8, and then right there, Pai, around there. The graphic scene is that the dude passed away, you flew around, and then them knew it. There's no way they can match your speed. Pai, yeah, that's 100% law, that's norms, y'all could. Pai, you said, pata na. Nustate no haino no mongolo. Ne, tuala, Pai, they're both, yeah, all near down the way through, yeah, Pai murdered Hawk too, yeah, 100% to do. It was there, the Hawk knew it. That Pai looted everything back. Pai, yeah, that's true. Hey, Pai, be kind to your nations, Pai. It was 4 hours of the grandpa explaining that you cannot defeat Pai because then you run into me. Yeah, that's 100% law. Pushing boyas, that's law, that's norms, y'all could. It was too graphic to explain. The little kid kept going and it dies. Pai, yeah, 100% do green layers do work, yeah. You know, go bone means I what. Pai, y'all, yeah, y'all could. And Pai, use it. 個部包可能係到個派，一啲就個學全部被低就Middle East 路仔咗派到個托多，個波就派乜個係你多波仔咯，y'all good. And right there in 2053, best fight scene, you won Pi. And then in Oregon, Pi needs to loop back that technology up. Somehow there's an illegal stowaway in a UFO somewhere in Oregon, not allowed to leave the planet, and then Pi looted those stupid whites. They look like the stupid buffoon in Russia. But the stupid buffoon in Russia, the cool thing with him done right, him has no permit. Him not dare set foot in the saucer. And then him killed the demon and him escape. Because he's a human. Yeah, he's a human. That's what he's supposed to do. The fucking shit went above and beyond right there in that saucer. Pi will loot you. Yeah, Pi will loot you. Yeah, Pi will end you and murder you. And loot all your remaining technologies and sorcery. Yeah, 100% city. Because I don't tell you that human gods know immediately Pi is King Cobra. You is not ethnicity or anything but go at a clone. That's true. Hey, Zomong. The mat was yeah, them were murdered right away. That's true. The kid never believed your Pi. He came out of the saucer. Pi swung. Yeah, Pi swung. 100% do y'all good. Pi use it. You know what stupid kids are. 2 hours we told you. Can't. Because mom and dad not let you leave the planet. And then you were stuck right there in Oregon. That's 100% true. Yep. And then when Pi's Knights are there, they fly towards the saucer. 100% we do. Yep. And when the saucer hits the atmosphere, anything can puncture the alloy and then explode. And then the god's supposed to fly out. Accurate. That's a safety mechanism. That's true. If you cannot fly out, then you're human immortal. Or you're human and you're a liar. Of course you dies. That's 100% law. That's normal. That's true. 3 hours later, you see chunks of its fucking head, and then Pi finished it off. Yep, 100% do. Yes, we do. Accurate. Yes, we do. Pi stealing weapons of mass destructions from alien nations and Pi gain. Yep, 100% we do. Yep, Pi done right. That's true. Yep. And